Hey everybody, Gary with Basecamp Trading. Let's take a look at the ES futures today. This is our daily chart. And if you listen to the end of day videos with Thomas Wood at night, he was talking about how we had set up the daily bull flag on the ES. And this chart was overall bullish. The 5 and 13 had crossed to the upside, the 50s above the 200. We have positive momentum, and we triggered the daily bull flag. So that had our bias thinking bullish. And then if you take a look at our 240-minute chart, we have the same thing. 5 and 13 had crossed to the upside, 50s over the 200. We have bullish momentum. Fast line crossed above the slow line, above the zero line. So we have a bullish 240-minute chart. So now we have a bullish daily chart and a bullish 240-minute chart. That even confirms our bias to the upside even more. And then the 30-minute chart. In 30-minute chart, you can see this morning, this was actually our opening bar right here. Was this bar right here. This was our opening bar. And this was our 30-minute bar. And you see we just put our 30-minute channel in right there. And at first, we actually broke lower. 5 and 13 crossed to the upside, 50s above the 200. However, the momentum wasn't quite bullish yet. The fast line was actually under the slow line at this point. And, of course, this was our opening bar. And you can see price pushed down, left this big bottoming tail, pushed back up, and it was pretty choppy here early in the trading. And then you can see we had this really bearish bar right here, opened at the top, came all the way down to the 50 EMA, poked underneath it by just a little bit, and then you can see shot right back up and ended up closing above the 21 EMA. And then we started to get into Confluence. We weren't quite there yet. Fast slow line still crossed to the downside and inside the 30-minute opening range, but we had a pretty bullish bar. Opened at the bottom, closed kind of in the middle, left a little bit of a topping tail. Next bar opens right here, pushes down to the 21 EMA, finds support, and then the entire body of that bar was all buying. That was a pretty bullish bar. Closed right at the top of the 30-minute opening range. Then the next bar was a doji, potentially a reversal doji, because the high of this doji was higher than the previous bar, and if the next bar had triggered it down, you could have considered that a trigger of a reversal doji. Instead, ended up just being a continuation doji to the upside with yet another really bullish bar. Opened at the bottom, closed right at the top. Another potential reversal doji that actually temporarily triggered to the downside, but we just pulled down here, found support at the 5 EMA, set up the 30-minute bull flag. This next bar, and this was a little tricky in the afternoon, even though our bias was to the upside and overall the market moved up. This was a little tricky trading because when this bar actually initially triggered, we had a little push up, and then we actually pulled all the way back down here. We had triggered this bull flag in, but we actually pulled all the way back down here, which actually technically makes this a failed bull flag because we broke underneath the low of the bar, which is the no-go zone, which technically makes that a failed bull flag, but then it just turned right around and shot right back up pretty hard and pretty quick. Pushed higher, left a little bit of a topping tail, but closed right here. Next bar opens, pushes down to the 5 EMA, finds support again. Nice bullish close. Whole body of that bar was all buying. And then we had another bar that opened right here, pushed down, but couldn't stay under the 5 EMA, left the big bottoming tail, set up yet another 30-minute bull flag that triggered for a nice run to the upside. So overall, trading Confluence today is a little tricky trading it though, but your bias was definitely to the upside. And you can see once we actually closed above the 30-minute opening range, because the higher time frames were bullish, we just continued to trend towards the upside. Again, kind of sloppy trading, up and down kind of motion. You can see leaving some wicks and stuff. So it wasn't just a smooth run to the upside, but overall stayed in Confluence with our higher time frame charts, which were definitely bullish.